21 years ago today, amigos. 21 years ago, everything changed for me. That's when Chloe was born. She just turned 21. First day being able to drink beer. First time ever drinking beer. Make sure I'm going to touch my teeth. I'm looking good. Oh, looking kind of scruffy. Gotta shave. Has never drank beer until today. Anyway, that's when she was born at the Rockham Memorial Hospital in Harrisonburg, Virginia. When she was born, she had such a high heart rate that the doctors didn't know what to do. And they thought it was SVT, supraventricular tachycardia. Well, it turns out it wasn't supraventricular tachycardia. It was just ventricular tachycardia, which doesn't happen at all in young babies. If you're going to get ventricular tachycardia, it's going to happen in older people, if at all, but not in babies. They didn't know what to do. So they rushed her to University of Virginia Hospital, medevac her, because RMH is Harrisonburg's a small town, so they sent her to the University of Virginia in Charlottesville. And I can't remember. I think Charlotte didn't get a chance to hold her. I can't remember. I didn't get a chance to hold her or anything. I'll just never forget sitting there, and I had Maddie is three years old, and not having any idea like what is going on. So anyway, so they took her, and I remember being in the hospital, and my wife's just like, just go home and call the hospital and check in on her. So I said, okay. It was about 11 o'clock at night or something like that. So I go back home to our house in Dayton, Virginia, and I put my daughter, Maddie's 3, I put her in bed, and I call University of Virginia Hospital, and a lady there named, I think it was Joanne, if memory serves, answers very curt. Not mean, but just curt. And I said, hey, I'm just seeing my daughter is there. They checked her in. She goes, account number. I said, I don't know if she has an account number. No, she goes, well, I need an account number. I can't look her up. I said, can you look her up by name? I need an account number. I said, I don't know what that is. And she goes, well, you got to call back with the account number. And basically hung up on me. It probably wasn't that bad, but it felt that bad. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, I'll never forget. I mean, I hadn't had a chance to hold Chloe yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget the panic I had, like literally just like everything is out of control. I had nothing. I could control nothing. All what I thought I could control was gone. I'll never forget that feeling. So I got on my knees, man, and I just started crying. And just started crying because it's so out of my hands. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, this immense feeling of peace. It's going to be okay. Didn't say it's going to be good. Didn't say anything else. You'll be rich. Anything. Just said it's going to be okay. And that was absolutely the Holy Spirit, in my opinion, without question. Can I prove it? Nope. I remember I had some Jewish secular people, clients. I'll never forget. They were not very, very nice people, but they're secularists. And I'll never forget. They were Jewish, secularists. Because there's a lot of secular Jews in the South Jersey, in that Philly area, and I'll never forget. They were telling me, nice people, man. But we're at their dinner table or their kitchen table talking about financial planning, and I was telling the story. They said, "Well, it's just your brain like giving you basically a defensive mechanism." I'll never forget that. I said, "Why would your default be my brain is giving me a defensive mechanism other than?" As opposed to what I told you, which is I heard the voice in my head saying it's going to be okay. I didn't put it there. I mean, why would your default be as your brain just giving you a defensive mechanism as opposed to what it was, which is the Holy Spirit saying it's going to be okay? It's weird. I never. That's the whole thing with secularists. I don't get it. Why is your default always nothing except it's never? It's always the natural as opposed to supernatural. Why? I don't get the issue about it. Can't be a supernatural thing. It's weird to me. But anyway, that changed everything. And it turns out Chloe's crushing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's crazy. Love her. That cute little Chloe Grace. But that day was, she was down at the University of Virginia for a month. and all these preemies, and she wasn't a preemie. She was, like, they called her the big kid on the block because she was, 8 pounds, 8 ounces or something like that, a big girl. And all these other little kids are, premature babies, crack moms and stuff like that. Some people would say they'd be better off aborted, which is why I hate abortion. I hate it. The idea of these kids being better off aborted is insane. What, just because their mom's a crackhead? That's crazy to me. You see these premature babies, some of these are born, I can't remember, but I want to say, I don't recall, but well before the third trimester. And the idea that those are not babies in a mom's belly is insane to me. That's why abortion is evil, because you're literally killing a human being. There's no other way around it, dude. That's a human being. You can make an argument. I'll accept your argument. Doesn't mean I agree to it. That, hey, in the case of rape and incest, abortion should be allowed. Okay, you're still killing a baby, though. You know what I'm saying? But you can make an argument. But the argument that abortion is not the murder of a baby is insane. Of course it is. Of course it is. 100%. You ever seen a premature baby? That's a baby. And it didn't get a baby just because he breathed air separated from his mom's womb. He was a baby inside. And that's why the whole thing about these 4D print or things that to do in pregnancy centers are so wonderful, because it shows you that's a baby. That's a baby. So instead of giving to big organizations, I'd say give to your local pregnancy center so they can buy those 4D things that shows a baby. And then people say, well, what about the poor? The poor will always be with us. Jesus said that. We're not absolved from our need to help the poor just because you're anti-abortion. You still got to help the poor. You still got to do what you can. But the idea that, hey, well, the poor will be with us, so let's just murder the babies, that's insane to me. That's pure. I don't understand that thinking at all. They're going to be poor. They're going to be poor. Oh, so it's boredom all. Okay, Margaret Sanger. Okay, Webb Du Bois. Yeah, Webb Du Bois and Margaret Sanger were buddies. You know that? Anyway, so that changed everything, man. That was God talking to me through the Holy Spirit, absolutely, unequivocally, in my opinion. And there's no excuse now. Once God touches you on the shoulder, taps you on the shoulder, and says, "Hey, I'm here. Wake up." There's no dude. Trust me. Do I live a godly life? No. Am I proud of it? No. Do I try? Yes. But I'm arrogant. I'm cocky. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not godlike. That's for doggone sure. But with that said, there's no excuse for me, because God tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Hey, enough of this. It's gonna be okay. I'm here." And I'll never forget that feeling, man. I've heard so many people have had the same feeling, the same situation where they just had God talk to them with the Holy Spirit, and it's great. All right. God bless. Love you. If you have something like that, I'd love to share it down there, man. I love hearing it. We need to share. We need to share these stories more to show that these things do happen, that people who are affected with these God topics are not alone, that there's many of us like that, and there's more than just a sentimental thing. There's literally a supernatural being that for some reason touched out and said, "Hey, I'm here. It's going to be okay." All right, God bless. We'll see you.